Cinema. Welcome back to War with Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, and with me is...
Part of the Collector. What's up, everybody?
And we have entered the month of McCarthy.
The month of McCarthy. And we started it off with me fumbling the ball on the first play of the game.
Yeah.
I gave Greg the wrong movie.
Yeah.
I wanted him to watch Spy.
Yeah.
And I was, for some reason, last week, I thought The Boss would be a better movie to go with.
Yeah.
So... Greg watched The Boss, and I went on vacation and came back last night and watched Spy. Happy as shit to come in here today and fucking just talk about how fucking hilarious that movie is.
Right. But at least you've seen the movie. It's
yes,
not like
I have. Yes, I have seen The Boss, and I do think that it has some funny parts, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last week, I thought that would just be funnier.
So I guess this will be me walking you through the movie and you slowly remembering things that you like about this movie.
Please tell me about the movie I gave you, Greg.
So Melissa McCarthy basically plays Martha Stewart.
Yeah, she's like a Ponzi scheme type chick or something.
Well, she does insider trading.
That's what it is.
What God damn it, Martha Stewart got put in jail for.
That's right.
And so she's this on top of the world lady, 64th richest woman in the world. By the way, do you listen to Joe Rogan often?
I do.
You ever hear how he loves to bring this shit up, and I think it's fucking hilarious, that most of the wealthy women in the world are only wealthy because of their divorce from their wealthy husbands, and they got half of their inheritance.
Right.
Or half of their money. Yeah. I just think that's funny.
I didn't think about that, but I mean, Oprah.
I mean, there are successful women, don't get me wrong, but most of the successful women are just divorcees of really wealthy men. She
divorced a billionaire and became a billionaire.
You know that's a thing, right?
I do know.
You put in your what is it, 10 years?
Yep.
Put in your 10 years. You find a guy that's on his come up. He's going to be a rich and wealthy man.
Michael Jordan's wife got like, for the time, she got like this record amount of fucking money. And like, she didn't even become a billionaire.
Really?
Like Tiger Woods, his wife almost became a billionaire. Like, that's crazy, dude.
He's fucking crazy.
And now Michael Jordan is a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, that's just...
He caught his losses early.
I feel bad for Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's about to get taken to the cleaners.
Is he?
Because he's a billionaire now.
Yeah.
And now he's getting divorced. And she's been there since fucking death row. So, like, she's getting a good chunk of change.
Yeah. We were watching, you haven't watched Squid Game, have you?
No.
So
everybody keeps talking about that shit, bro. Like, it can't be that good. Like,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Is it in English?
No.
Fuck, dude. I mean, I don't mind subtitles, but it's just like, damn, dude.
A show in subtitles, it's rough, but it's not.
How many episodes?
9.
That's
we're not done with it. We're almost done with it. But the reason I bring it up is because there are these like fat white rich men in there, and they're talking, and the wife's like, fucking fight fat white men. I was like, I take offense to that. She's like, sorry, rich fat white men. I'm like, there you go. But back to this movie, The Boss, this is not who this character is. She built her wealth.
Right.
She has, she worked her way up the ladder. She's a, very rich woman, very rich and successful woman. Insider trading, sends her ass to jail. And then she's
a fucking savage, though.
She has nowhere to go. So she goes to stay with her assistant. But before all this happens, her assistant is asking her for a pay raise. Right. And she just like won't give it to her. It's
Isn't that when she gets arrested?
Yeah, it's around the time she gets arrested.
And then her lawyer comes out there to tell her she's going to, she keeps hitting him in the fucking throat with like tennis balls. It's hilarious. It's like, she's deadly fucking accurate with them.
I was just going to say there's one part where she has a yes man following her around, the black guy.
Yeah.
I liked him. He made me laugh. It's like, he was like all about it until she went to jail. He's like, I'm gonna go work at Subway. Go back to Subway or whatever he said.
I remember I remember that Kristen Bell, she did a good job in this movie.
You could have traded her out. She didn't bring anything to the table, but
You don't think
it's
so?
okay. Nah.
I thought her and McCarthy played off each other pretty good.
It wasn't bad, but
No.
it wasn't like crazy good chemistry for me.
Yeah. But
Her daughter is pretty good though. I liked
she treated the mom like shit when she worked for her,
Yeah.
and she doesn't want anything to do with
Melissa McCarthy because she knows how shitty of a person she is.
right.
She worked for her. Fun fact, I skipped over the opening scenes whenever she's an orphan and she's trying to be adopted, and they just keep bringing her back to every 5 years the family just brings her back. Like, you can't return them. But fun fact, in 1980, that little girl is actually Melissa McCarthy's actual daughter.
Wow,
I thought it was funny because I was like, that looks a lot like Melissa McCarthy.
that's cool.
That's her like actual daughter.
You know, her husband's in almost like all of her movies.
He's the director of this, and I think Tammy. He directs her movies. That's why these keep getting made.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, like I like I said, I really fumbled the ball this week,
Mm-hmm.
but like
We're gonna get through this, Nick.
I still think this one's funny though, man.
I
Like,
mean, let me just put it out there. It has parts,
okay.
but overall, it just kind of like,
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the scores on this bitch, and it's about right.
Yeah.
It says 74% of people like this movie, and I can agree with that because I like about 74% of this movie.
If you're a Melissa McCarthy fan,
Yeah,
you'd like this one.
it's one of the better ones she's in by herself.
So she is this rude, crass, obnoxious character, and that's one of the things that I did not like about her character is she's just rude all the time to everybody, and it's just it's annoying. It's not funny. It's just annoying.
But I like it when she starts warming up to the kid. I remember I liked that part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like when her and the kid start having a bit of a bond.
Yeah.
And then she ends up like start making money again. And she, because they start selling cookies and shit.
Well, yeah, the daughter of Kristen Bell goes to a, Girl Scout thing, basically, and
Yeah,
they sell
let's call them Girl
cookies.
Scouts.
And she's like, how much money are you guys making? They're like, we don't make money. This is charity. And, but what I was going to say is she's annoying, but when you get somebody that's more annoying than she is, and she's insulting them, like the mom at the cookie rally bake sale or whatever it is, that's funny.
Yeah.
When she's like calling the lady a piece of shit.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, you dropped something. Fuck off. Like, that shit's funny. Like, when she's doing it to somebody else that's worse of a person than she is, it's amusing.
Yeah.
So.
And she goes off on a lot of those, on a lot of the Starbucks moms and stuff.
Right.
And I think that's a good
Starbucks moms. I never heard that, but I like that. I like it better than Karen's.
Yeah.
Starbucks moms.
Yeah. They have to post a picture of every fucking drink they have ever gotten from there. Like, I don't like that. Like, why? That's like, you know what? And I say it all the time. My wife's gonna, if she hears this episode, she's gonna say something. Like, you always gotta say something. But
all female, like most females, they're just Starbucks fiends.
Not even that, man. I hate when people put like videos of them driving down the road.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit that you're
Yeah.
driving down the fucking road.
I thought it was music. Like, most of the time I hear it, it's because it's whatever the music is playing.
I don't care about that either. Like, that's fine that you love that music. I'm not hating on that at all. Like, jam the fuck out, my man. But I don't need to take that journey with you.
Yes, 100%.
You could listen. Yeah, it's your God-given right, bro. You listen to whatever you want on the road, but like,
You don't need to share that with
leave
me.
me out of that, dude.
Right.
Like,
But yeah, I don't care. You don't, and plus it's dangerous. Why do you have to put everyone else in danger just to try to get some clout about you driving?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand that. Like,
Right.
why people do that.
I thought you were going to say something about like why women are obsessed with Starbucks.
Oh no, I get that. Like, it's some of them.
They're
that's-
delicious milkshakes. With
Yeah,
caffeine.
exactly. And some of them, that's the best part of their day. So, like, I'm not hating on the fact that you like that, but like, we don't need to know about it.
Right.
And we don't need to know the ingredients.
Yeah.
And how many splashes of this and that. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That guy will offer me the same thing when I go. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm shitting on people today.
I know, right?
I need a cigarette.
This is true. You're trying to quit smoking.
I am trying to quit smoking cigarettes.
You said 36 hours?
Yeah, it's been
the
like
longest you've been without a cigarette.
since I'm 18.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So you really started smoking when you were 18?
I really did.
I was 12.
What?
Yeah.
You smoked cigarettes at 12 years old?
Yeah.
Like frequently? Like I was into a pack, your own pack? Like there's no way.
Well, when you're that age, you have to like bum the cigarettes. Like you can't, like no one's going to buy you a pack and be like, here's your pack.
Well, no, but like I don't know, man. Like I'd had a cigarette here and there, like stole one from my grandma or something. Like
for a couple of years, I was a smoker.
But not 12. Enough that I was like doing that shit on a frequent basis.
It was cigarettes and 40s when I was 12.
No fucking way.
I promise you. I'm not even fucking with you. But then we moved to Georgia, lost all my contacts, so I had to get clean.
I can just see 12-year-old Greg standing on a corner. Fucking 40 in one hand, 305 in the other. Menthol.
Yep. Oh, it was menthol.
Just chugging
Newports.
that bitch. Got nothing left, man.
Nothing left. I lived a long life.
Greg, you're 12, bro.
These rough streets out here.
I feel 40, bro.
Yeah. You look 40, too.
You already had a beard for some reason.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, so, but yeah, then I started smoking again when I was like 20. And then cigarettes got up to like $6-7 a pack. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And I just dropped them.
It's not even the money for me. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like I've been doing this shit too long, bro.
No.
And like,
it's good to make positive changes in your life.
It's not like this is the only thing I do that's bad for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. You have to like balance out the bad. Like you can have, like me, like I like to eat shitty food, but I work out really hard. So you know.
Yeah, I saw your bench press the other day, dude. You're getting up there.
Oh, thank you. I hit 365 on the bench raw, and then I did 385 with a slingshot. So my goal is 405. When I hit a 405 bench raw, I'm gonna go on a super cut.
Why do you say it like that? It sounds so dirty.
What are you talking about?
I hit it fucking raw. I hit that 405
because it means
fucking sloppy, hot, raw. Like
it means not geared, not I don't have any assistance. But
whether I wanted it, whether it wants it or fucking not,
it's getting it raw dog.
It's taking
raw dogging those weights when I go out there.
That's hilarious.
So the boss.
Yes.
So we find out her and Peter Dinklage is in this movie.
That's right.
And why does Peter Dinklage take these random ass like not great roles? Like he's a great actor and he's hilarious, but he's in like Pixel, he's in this, and I'm just like, I feel like you're better than this.
You see, that's the problem with your movie watching, Greg. You can't just have fun sometimes, bro. And that's what Peter Dinklage does. He just likes to have fun. Like, I Care a Lot.
That was a great movie. Yeah.
I didn't say it was a great movie, but like he was good in it. And I felt bad because he didn't even get to win. You know what I mean? Like I hated her so much in that movie that like I didn't like the ending because I think she should have been the one to end up in a body bag, honestly. And Peter Dinklage is the one that got, the shit into that one.
Not really. They both. Oh, right. I guess. No, they both came out. Because they teamed up, remember?
Yeah, but that's what I said. It was like he pussed up. Like, I hated that.
Yeah. I thought that was the only way, because I was in the middle of watching it. I said, the only way this is going to work and make me happy is if they team up. And then they did. Because if he takes her out, it wouldn't have been satisfying. If she takes him out, it wouldn't have been satisfying. They had to have teamed up for the story.
No, because at the end of the day, it's fucking disgusting what she was doing to old people.
No. I'm not saying what she did was right. I'm talking about story.
Like the way that movie should have ended was with Peter Dinklage saving his mother and him put two in this bitch's head. Like,
no, because he was shitty too.
Yeah, but like I like the mob boss more than I like her. You know what I mean?
I guess.
I don't know.
So yeah, he's in this movie and he's obsessed with samurai. It's like a running joke.
Yeah. It's true. I forgot about him. Yeah, he's great in this.
And so the whole story is they used to date way back in the day, they were like obsessed with each other. And she took a promotion over him.
Yeah.
And he's felt all this resentment towards her. So they've kind of been duking it out ever since.
Yeah, isn't he the one that fucks her over? And she had to go to prison?
When she goes to prison, it's because he sold her out. Because, you know.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
You know what's great with Peter Dinklage? Sorry. And I know it's not part of this movie, but what's great about Peter Dinklage in general? His supercuts for Game of Thrones were the best ones.
Shut the fuck up. You're not allowed to talk about Game of Thrones on this podcast until you watch the whole thing.
I have.
You have not.
I've watched the entire series, bro.
Supercuts.
Exactly. It's.
You have to suffer like the rest of us.
Why would I do that? I get to see the
great... you have no credit to talk about Game of Thrones unless you suffer through the entire series.
One major thing that happened in Game of Thrones, and I bet you I know what happened. And that's not what the point of watching the show is.
No, you have to go through the build-up of loving the show and then having it snatched away from you. Like
I already had that happen to me with The Sopranos, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I know that suffering. Like, I don't need it with another show.
Well, you don't have any authority to talk about it. Then.
Isn't it better for me to enjoy anything about the show that you love so much?
No, because you're not really enjoying it.
What are you talking about? I'm enjoying the best parts of it.
No, it's like you're the person that you remember Carton when whenever he took the skin of the KFC off of all the chicken. That's you in Game of Thrones. You're just taking the skin off all the chicken. You're not enjoying the whole thing.
I'm taking the meat too.
No, you're not. You're taking the surface level stuff. You got to get nitty gritty into it. So disappointed in you.
I mean, it's a long ass show.
Yeah.
And like I said, all I saw was some cool ass dragons and Peter Dinklage cussing out people that weren't smart. And he was smart.
I drink and I know things. That's what I do. That's my purpose. So yeah, he was great in this movie. I actually really enjoyed it. He's one of the better parts of this movie that I enjoyed. So yeah, Melissa McCarthy's character goes and stays with Kristen Bell's character. And she finds out she makes these delicious brownies. Like, they are the best brownies ever made, whatever. So she schemes this plan where they're going to take the selling power of the Girl Scouts, but they're going to sell Kristen Bell's brownies, rather. But they're going to get a commission for all the brownies that they sell. They get a 5 to 10% commission. That way they can have money for themselves and then have money put back for them for college. It's actually a pretty smart plan. It's good for them. I think it builds character.
If that's what they're doing.
What are they really doing?
She's taking all the money.
No, she took all the company. She thought that Kristen Bell was like a 50-50 contract thing, but it was all in her name. That's where the deceitfulness comes from.
I knew she fucked her in some way.
Yeah,
I just couldn't remember.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, she starts selling these cookies, and then the Girl Scouts are resenting her, so they have this fucking old school street fight, which was weird.
I thought it was hilarious. It's like a fucking a street I don't know, like a war scene.
Yeah.
They got shit blowing up and people are getting fucked up. The kids are growing up. That's pretty funny.
It was really just weird and felt awkward. And...
I remember now looking back on it, it was funny, but it was a little long.
Yeah, it was a little
they were
long.
going for an Anchorman type of vibe, but it wasn't that ridiculous that it reached that level. So yeah, but I remember it had some funny bits in it. I just remember I was looking through the thing in the movie, and when because over the movie she starts actually caring about Kristen Bell and her daughter.
Well, that's the whole thing is she grew up
by herself,
trying to find a family. Nobody wanted her, so she has this thing where she gets close to people and she pushes them away. Yeah. But she's getting close to Kristen Bell and her daughter. Her daughter gives her a picture of all three of them. Look, it's like we're a family. Yeah. And that's where she like cuts them off. She's like, no, I don't want this.
But let's show the picture of her and she's making fun of the bra she wears.
Yeah.
They're like two sound hound dogs.
You know what's funny about that part? This is way later in the movie. Whenever they're like back, isn't it? When they're like back together and they're friends again or whatever.
Yeah.
So when I seen this scene, I'm like, this is what a guy does to his girlfriend / wife whenever she puts on a bra. That's what it felt like.
But
You're like, why do your tits look like that? You're playing with the bra straps. You're like fumbling them around. And then she plays with your titties. Like,
so they go to this like big dinner because they get some
celebrating. Yeah.
And she's like, this sushi gets floated. It's so poisonous that like,
No, it's blowfish.
Yeah. If it's like cut wrong, you could die.
Yeah.
But like, it paralyzes you. She fucking eats. And her face just starts to like melt. It's hilarious. And then finally she just, it's so good because it takes you to the brink and then it brings you back. I'm getting another order. Would you like some? It's so fucking funny.
I wonder if blowfish like really, I mean, obviously I know it's very deadly and you have to cut it a certain way. Like there's only like a handful of people that can do it properly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I wonder if there are certain parts of it that like fuck you up like that though.
I'm sure it does something to you.
Yeah.
Because that's why people eat
Yeah,
it.
but that's definitely a bucket list for me.
You gonna try like poisonous blowfish?
They're poisonous, but you have to eat the non-poisonous part.
Right.
But I'm saying like when I'm an old man and I have like a bucket list of like, if it kills me, oh well, I'm already old, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Blowfish is definitely up there.
Oof. It's got to taste that. It can't taste good.
Well, that's what I was telling the wife. I'm like, it can't be that good. It's just the thrill of eating something that you're not supposed to.
That could potentially fucking kill you.
Right. It's probably not even that good. Like, I'd rather eat, squid.
Need some hot sauce, honestly. Like, a
little bit of salt.
A little something. It's just not quite. That's $10,000, huh? That's $10,000 a bite. Yeah, that's gonna be stuck there for a while. Yeah.
Monkey coffee is another one. That's expensive.
A what? Excuse me. There's monkeys that make coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't be good.
You know how they do it?
They just stuff it in there.
So
they crush the beans.
There's a type of monkey that when they eat coffee beans, and there's some chemical reaction that happens in their body, and they shit it out. You take that shit.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And you make coffee with it,
bro. If you
and
ever
it's hands down the best coffee in the world. You don't know about this,
bro. If you ever give me a cup of monkey shit, I swear to God, we are no longer friends ever again. If you ever give me a cup of monkey coffee, bro. Oh my God, that is disgusting, bro. Who the fuck?
It's the most expensive coffee, but apparently it's like the best coffee in the world.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no fucking way. I almost need to Google this myself. Like,
go for it.
I don't know if this is true.
I'll let you.
No way. I don't even care. I don't even care.
No, I need you to look it up because I need to know that it's true. It's not some shit that I just made up.
What's it called?
Just type in monkey coffee or whatever.
Monkey coffee. I feel like it's going to be
Why do you have to use voice? Why don't you use your thumbs?
Here are some recipes I found.
Two Chains drinks $600 coffee made from monkey coffee.
There you go. $600 a cup. I didn't know that. I knew it was expensive, but
that's disgusting as shit. Like monkey butt coffee.
There you go.
Oh,
now you know it's a real thing.
Just the name of it sounds bad.
Yeah.
Like, if you bought one of those monkeys and just had it shit like once a day,
mm-hmm.
you could make $600. Like, how many cups can you make out of one shit?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess it looks like an future investment for us,
dude. 12. If I could get that monkey to shit twice a day and make $1,200,
yeah,
I'm not working anymore.
Yeah.
What do you do now? Oh, I just
I have a pet monkey.
I have a pet monkey, and me and the monkey are just living life.
Yeah,
and we're making money.
Don't worry about how we make money. You want a cup of coffee?
Nah, you don't like the type of guy that can afford this coffee. I don't even want to talk about this movie anymore. I just want to talk about fucking monkey coffee for the rest of the podcast. That is insane, bro.
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. It's pretty popular, bro.
I'm surprised I haven't either. Like,
the more you know.
That's one of those facts that you don't just like forget.
Yeah. It sticks with you. Because it's one of those things you're like, I gotta look it up to know if it's true, and then you look it up and you're like, well, it's a real thing, so now I just know that.
When the first one that popped up was 2 Chainz, I was like, wow, 2 Chainz, bro. Like you're on some rich shit now, bro.
That's when you know you made it. 600 cup of monkey butt
$600
coffee.
That's like caviar. It's just like fish eggs, dude. Like,
yeah,
people love that shit.
I've never tried it.
I haven't either.
It just
looks like it would be fucking disgusting.
Gross.
Yeah. They put it on these like crackers and shit. Like,
right. It's hard for me to think about parts of this movie that I think are funny because there's so few and far between. Because I really found Melissa McCarthy's character annoying most of the time. She's just, fun fact, she wears a turtleneck throughout the whole movie. There's not a shot with her without. Actually, the bathroom scene when she's putting on tanning, I don't think she's wearing a turtleneck.
Maybe not that one.
Yeah.
But there are some good parts.
Well, tell me some of the parts you remember that you liked.
I did like with the tennis ball scene. I remember like laughing hysterically long at that.
She's like, I'll buy another lawyer. He's like, you can't afford another lawyer. You're broke. Yeah. There's one scene that it's the end of the movie. A lot of people didn't like it. I liked it. I thought it was funny. I think Peter Dinklage is aware, if that makes sense.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, that would be pretty funny. Because not to like midget shame or anything, but watching a midget with a samurai sword is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Watching him fucking wreck her with that sword was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
He's a boss with that sword.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he goes hard.
Yeah.
No, the end of the movie is ridiculous, but the whole movie is ridiculous, really, just as far as like
it is.
She's over the top with it, and he's over the top with it, and I don't know. I don't know.
The story structure though is like something we've seen a million times though.
For sure.
It's like someone that's really closed off finds these people that they get close with, pushes them away, realizes they're the people that they need in their life and able to be happy, so they find a way to get them back in their life and they live happily ever after together. You know, it's one of those storylines. So it's like been done to death. But Melissa McCarthy's character doesn't have any like redeeming qualities. Like there's nothing about her that makes her like a good person besides her love for this little girl.
Right. So
that's one thing. I didn't have any like attachment to that character.
Nah. And that's what I said. I really wish I'd have gave you Spy. Because like now thinking back on it, like I did like this movie, but it's like you said, it's like middle of the pack for me.
Yeah.
It's probably, if I had a top 5 for her, it would be number 5 or 6. Like, and I don't know why I thought it was that good. But you know, that's why we have a whole month of this, bro. We're gonna get through this together.
Yeah. So this one was not the one. This
wasn't the one.
This one, it can convert me. It pushed me away a little bit.
But it wasn't terrible though. Like you didn't hate it, did you?
I didn't hate it, but there was like nothing there either. Right. Like I'll probably never watch this again.
No, I didn't think you would. Yeah. Now thinking back on it, I didn't think you would. Yeah. But I think you would have Spy. Because Spy's got a couple people you like in it. Spy's got Jason Statham, and he's funny as shit in it. And Jude Law's in it, and he's funny as shit in it. And
people that like usually aren't comedy are in it.
Well, because it's making fun of spy movies.
Yeah.
So it's fucking hilarious. Like they're just hamming it up like hard. And well, not Statham. Statham's trying to be like badass Statham, but like his whole thing is he's clumsy as fuck. So like he'll think he's about to do some dope shit and he'll slip and like fucking knock himself out.
That's pretty funny.
I want to take handle this my fucking self. He fucking eats it. Fucking great. And then Jude Law, like he's like the fucking James Bond, but he's a fucking idiot.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he's the type of dude that like runs into a fucking wall type shit. But Melissa McCarthy is his ear. She's the one that can like, hey, there's 3 guys around the corner, like do your thing, and then like he'll pull out some fucking Batman shit and like beat their ass. But like, yeah, I wish I'd have gave you Spy because Spy is a lot funnier. Oh, Bobby Caravel, he's in it. He plays a bad guy in it. Yeah, I wish I'd have gave you Spy.
Well, we didn't do Spy. We did The Boss. So we got to talk about The Boss.
Well, The Boss is almost done, dude. Like,
You don't have much more to say on it?
I don't, man. Like, I'm sorry I gave it to you. I'm thinking back on it myself. I give it like a 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo.
But like, I don't know. Damn, man. I really thought it was funnier back when I first watched it. And I'm like looking through on YouTube at scenes, like not listening to the audio, but just watching the scenes. And I was like, this movie was so much funnier the first time I watched it.
Yeah, some are like that. But I've also had movies the opposite, though.
But I will say this. I may have fucked up on this one, my guy. But the next 3 for the rest of the month.
Bridesmaids
Bridesmaids is hilarious. If you don't like Bridesmaids, you don't have funny in you.
Well, obviously it's been said a million times, but it's the Hangover for females.
And they say that, but like I don't think that because they don't go like super outrageous. Like this is more of a relatable movie to me.
Yeah.
Like this is just like real friendship and stuff, and like it's real issues.
Hangover's not.
I mean, the Hangover is hilarious, but it gets kind of on the like crazy side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are the chances of that happening? Like everybody getting roofied and nobody dying or getting fucking raped or any of that shit. Like,
Very sure. Or eaten by the tiger.
right, exactly. Like none of that shit is realistic, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't even get to on the roof of a fucking hotel in Vegas, bro. Like, not on that elevator. Not an elevator you can get to.
Right.
Like, but anyways, but they are great movies. You know what I'm saying? They are hilarious and they are well written, but like, it's not probable.
Mm-hmm.
This one is more probable.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
And the women that are in it are all hilarious. So it's how Ghostbusters should have been, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to use there's nothing wrong with using an all woman cast. Just do something different.
Right.
And I just felt like they tried to, I don't know.
Yeah, that is the problem with the full female cast is they're just like ripping off male IPs. And it's like, do your own like thing. Women have their own like culture damn near.
Like, I liked the Ocean's 8. With the girl, with the all girl cast, but like I felt like, why did you have to use the Ocean's franchise? Like, why not just just do an all woman heist movie?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why does it have to be connected to another heist type of deal? You know what I mean? Like, just do your own thing.
Yeah, exactly. I
like,
think that too.
There was a movie they did where it was like all these gangsters go to prison, like they all get caught up, and I want to say she's in it. I want to say Melissa McCarthy's in it too, but Viola Davis, like all these were the wives, and like their men are in prison, so they start running the money and shit.
Right.
And like I really wanted to watch it. Like it looked like a good movie, but I forgot what it's called. It's like The Kitchen or some shit like that. But like it's about the women like trying to step up and like run shit.
That's an interesting concept that hasn't been done before.
Exactly, and like but they didn't call it The Godmother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they didn't do it like that.
Mother
like,
of the Godfather.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, well, it's with Ghostbusters, it's kind of hard not to, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to call it? Like, Ghost Hunters? You know what I mean? But, like, I don't know.
Well, they were strictly just, like, doing an IP thing. But I'm saying, like, if you want to do an all-woman movie, do something that pertains to women and is original. It's not tied to anything. Like a good one is what's that acapella movie?
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect is a perfect example.
Yeah, because if they make that movie about a man acapella group, nobody gives a shit.
It's like the men acapella in that movie. Nobody gives a shit.
It's hilarious though.
Yeah,
watching them do it.
Yeah.
That's another one, man. The first one I loved. And then the rest of them slowly I stopped liking.
I don't think I watched the third one because the second one's kind of like
the third one I made it about 35 minutes through before I fell asleep.
Yeah. I just remember people kept talking about the Cup game. I'm like, what is the Cup game? They're like, you haven't seen Pitch Perfect? And I'm like, well, what is Pitch Perfect? So.
Old girl, like she can sing though for real.
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They said she was gonna play Squirrel Girl. Or Squirrel Girl. Yeah, I really want to see that. In the MCU.
I don't know what Squirrel Girl is.
I don't either. I've never read any of the comics, but supposedly she's like a superhero in the Marvel universe.
Nice.
And they like showed like what she would look like. It's interesting. She's like Deadpool type of deal. Just
it?
kind of slapsticky or whatever.
Right. I mean, with the name Squirrel Girl, yeah, you'd have to be. You can't be taken serious with that name.
Well, I mean, they had talked about it, and then I don't know. Speaking of that, do you ever think we'll get a Deadpool 3? I asked my wife that the other day. Like, do you think we'll ever get a Deadpool 3?
I think so. I think Ryan Reynolds will do one more and then kind of like let that die off.
Here's the thing, though. Does Disney just take that full plunge with a rated R? With a hard R?
Do they own it now?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The
Hard
whole
to-
shebang.
Hard to say.
And that's the thing. Ryan Reynolds goes in and he's like, I'm not doing PG-13 Deadpool movies.
No, he won't. He'll
He said, I did the
refuse.
last one for a shit ton of charity money.
Yeah.
He goes, and that was like a straight-to-DVD thing. It's the same movie. I just knocked off a bunch of the cussing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm not doing it again. He's like, so I'm perfectly fine with never doing another Deadpool movie. Like, I could just pop up these little cameos here and there.
Well, I feel like Deadpool is his main thing. You know.
Now. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Everyone knew who Ryan Reynolds was, but he didn't have a thing besides his like brand of comedy.
Yeah.
But now Deadpool is like his thing. So unless he can have the rights from Disney to like do his Deadpool, he would never do it again.
But
If it's not rated R, it won't ever happen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think Disney will say fuck it? Because you know it'll make money.
I think eventually they're gonna have to bite the bullet.
But how do you have him making jokes like, you know, shooting people in the face and shit, and then like a Chris Evans Captain America supposed to show up? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you use that guy in an Avengers movie?
Oh, I don't think they'll do that. No.
Like, do you think he'll just get his own little thing? Like, they don't ever let him interact with anybody?
No, I don't think he'll ever be a part of the Marvel universe, if that's what you're asking.
So you think he'll just do his own thing like he's been doing forever?
Yeah. It's going to be a completely separate entity. I don't think they'll have any like Disney ties to it. Like they'll pay for it, but they won't have their name on it. You know what I mean? They'll just have the Marvel, logo, the Marvel production. That would be pretty funny though if they started like putting Deadpool like in the Marvel universe and he still has his like foul mouth. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That's
And
what I'm saying.
I know they would never go for it, but it would be gold.
Like him and Ant-Man hanging out. Like, how fucking hilarious would that be?
Right.
Hey,
And him just
Spidey?
cracking jokes.
Dude, him and Spider-Man 3, like, how great would that be?
Yeah.
But they'll
Well, that's
never
the
do
thing
it.
is like, I wish Disney wasn't so like squeaky clean and they would take those kind of risks, but they're not going to because everything has to be kids.
Well, it's hard to argue with them because, I mean, they've made billions of dollars on the PG-13. They live in the PG-13. Like, they push that PG-13 as much as you can.
Right. But they're not making memorable things. They're rehashing old IPs, which I get, but none of them are going to like stand the test of time. Like their golden age cartoons. Like Cruella's not going to stick around. It's going to die off and be forgotten about.
Yeah.
The new live action, like the new Aladdin, I think it's already been forgotten about. Like none of them are just going to like stick around.
People like The Lion King.
It was okay. Like it's good visually to look at. It's a technical masterpiece, but it took so much away from the original story that it's like I'd rather just watch the
A lot of
cartoon.
people say it's like watching the same thing.
I mean, it is. It's just live action, but hats off to the fucking graphic design team because they killed it.
I don't know. I'm
I don't
more of
know.
an animated guy myself, too.
Right. I wonder if they ever will take that turn though in Disney. Like they do have like that R franchise.
They have made rated R movies in the past. But now it's been like 30 years.
Yeah.
The last one they made had Nick Nolte in it.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of it. Came out in like 1979 or some shit.
I don't know. That would be interesting though to see if they ever went that route.
I mean, that's the thing about it, though. Like, do you care at that point? Like,
What?
you could say.
I think the rating system is stupid as fuck anyway.
I think that if you just say, hey, look, this is the one you don't take the kids to. This is
Mhm.
for the adults.
Right. Disney 18 plus.
I think it would be cool if you let certain characters, like let Deadpool have certain characters for his own universe.
Mm.
Let him have a Cable. Let him have the Punisher. Let him have the people that you can't use. You know what I mean? Like you can't have in your normal Marvel universe.
That's what I was saying. Like they should have like Marvel adult or something like that. Like like a separate studio that handles the more adult themed characters.
Like think about like if Punisher Warzone and Deadpool went at it. You know what I mean? Like those are two characters that we would really love to see. Like Punisher versus Daredevil. Are you shitting me?
Well, they keep fucking ruining Venom too. They keep making it PG-13. Let that shit be R.
Well, that's because Sony's got a hold of that shit.
Yeah, I know, but...
Same thing with Morbius is going to be soft, and the new Blade will be soft as fuck, because...
I was kind of excited for Morbius. Like, I don't know why, but
I was too, until I found out it was PG-13, and I'm like, bro, you can't do a good vampire movie at PG-13.
No, there's no way. Blade's going to be PG-13 too?
I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. And I love the guy that got to play him, man.
Yeah.
He was great in Luke Cage. He played Copperhead.
I thought Wesley Snipes was coming back.
Psh, wish. No, they won't let him. They got Doctor Strange 2. They got Ant-Man 3 coming.
Mm-hmm.
They got...
I'm going to be honest. I don't care. I have gotten off this superhero train, and it's going to take something major to get me back on it.
The Flash, though?
I don't care about The Flash.
Dude, Michael Keaton is coming back to be Batman. What the fuck do you mean you don't care, bro?
I just
How does the inner 8-year-old in you not fucking get so excited at hearing that?
Because I didn't really grow up with stuff like that like you did. You grew up reading the comics. I grew up with like the cartoons, but
dude, the animated series and fucking the original with Michael Keaton, that's like the first superhero movie I ever saw was Batman, bro. Tim Burton's Batman.
Yeah.
It is the greatest.
Yeah.
Who are you? Batman.
Like, I don't live off nostalgia though. I want new things.
Yeah. The one that's coming out next year looks fucking badass too, bro. Twilight is gonna fucking prove everybody wrong. I'm telling you, bro. They're gonna.
I don't know. I have my reservations after the latest trailer.
You don't think that shit looks dope?
I mean, parts of it does. I like the look of it. I
love
the
how he
dark,
beats the
gritty.
fucking brakes off that dude.
Right. So yeah, I am excited, but I have my reservations. I don't think it's going to be as good as we want it to be. I'm vengeance.
It's a starting point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What I'm excited for is fucking Dune Part 2, and I know it's going to be a couple years, but I've watched Dune 3 times, and I'm wanting to go back to the theater and see it again.
That's the problem with movies like that. They're so big and done so like on such a big scale, like Aquaman and shit. Like you have to have 2-3 years to make them right. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, like back whenever they did Lord of the Rings, they shot all of them.
Exactly. That's what they should have done with Dune.
But they didn't have the confidence that anybody would want to see it. But there was a lot of backing behind this movie after it came out, so they finally greenlit it. So it is getting its part 2. So, but we have to wait for them to shoot it and edit it and everything like that. But I'm so fucking excited.
That's another thing I need some updates on. Like, so is James Cameron just gave up on Avatar?
No, it's coming out.
What do you mean? Like, we were supposed to get like 5 of them by now.
Oh yeah.
Like, what's going on?
You know, he takes like a decade to make a movie.
Does he though?
Because it was Titanic, and then fucking Avatar, and now we're just waiting for Avatar 2. But
2 through 5.
Yeah,
I've heard that they've been shooting these things for like 7 years.
That's another thing.
Have you seen Sam Worthington in anything? Because they just have him in a cage filming Avatar movies for years.
It's in your contract.
Same thing with Sigourney Weaver. What's the last time you seen Sigourney Weaver in anything?
She's only been working on Avatar.
Only getting kept in a cage working on Avatar movies, bro. Zoe Saldana. Yeah, I mean, obviously they let her out to do a little, to do her Avengers shit. But
yeah.
Like other than that, bro, she's back in the fucking cage making Avatar.
Everyone's locked in the cage. James Cameron is the only one with the key.
That's right. I'm AT2.
I don't know. I didn't like the first Avatar, so I don't care. I don't keep up with it.
Of course you didn't like Avatar, bro.
No, I didn't.
It's fucking amazing.
No, it's not.
It really is.
It's very lackluster at best.
Do you know there's people that love Avatar so much that they like killed themselves because they couldn't grip the fact that it wasn't reality? Like they couldn't get like they couldn't get over the fact that they aren't able to link up to a 6'10" blue creature
That's Darwinism at work.
and run through the wilderness, bro, and fly on a pterodactyl that they hook up with this like hair dick that they put into the. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in that one.
Yeah, I didn't care.
I liked it. I was excited to see a sequel. I don't know about 5.
It's just a very generic movie.
No, it's honestly, it's like it's $1 billion Fern Gully.
No, there you go.
It's $1 billion Fern
And I
Gully.
fucking love Fern Gully.
I do too. Love Fern Gully. I got it like on a special edition
Did you?
DVD.
Nice.
It's unopened. I'll have to watch it. I don't think my kids have seen it.
Oh, they would love it.
No, they would. They would.
It's a good
Robin
lesson in
Williams.
there.
Rob Williams plays Batty.
Mm-hmm. I told you, we talked about it in the last episode. This is his best performance.
No. Dude, fucking the Genie and Aladdin is the best one. Cartoon wise. Voice acting wise.
Yeah.
Although, I will say, Robots he was good in, and
So we just rehash old conversations is what we do on this podcast now.
And I do like the penguins he does. No.
Literally the same conversation we had last episode.
It's Robin Williams, bro.
I don't want to talk about Robin Williams every episode and all his voice acting.
Why is he dead?
But yeah, I love Dune so much that I bought the book and I'm starting to read it because...
You know who's good in that movie?
What?
Or you know who I like that's in that movie?
Who?
Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet.
I thought it was Charmalet.
Charmalet.
I thought so.
It's Charlemagne.
Charlotte.
Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to watch it. It's really, really good. It's on HBO, but I suggest
Everybody says go see it on the big screen.
go see it on the big screen.
But you know I'm a cheap motherfucker.
It's a big screen movie. It cost me $8,
Yeah, it's true.
but I got a
But
big.
it's free at the house.
I mean, I guess
I mean, it's not even free. I'm paying $15 for HBO.
that's what I was
Max.
gonna say. It's not free.
I might as well get my money's worth.
I'll pay your. I'll buy your ticket if you're being a cheap.
That's
ass.
true. Yeah, I'll have to see. It's like 3 hours, isn't it?
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can watch that.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk about it on the podcast.
Well, we can do, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to do a full episode on Dune.
Right.
I want to do it on like an ass end. Of an
Oh, yeah,
episode.
yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa good in it?
He's good. Yep. Everyone brings their A game. Everyone that's in it is amazing.
Did you like Aquaman?
It was okay. It was fun.
It's a fun movie.
Like, it's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie.
Right.
But I like Jason Momoa. Like, he's great in Game of Thrones.
He is good in that. Another great supercut, dude. A crown for a king. He pours that gold all over old boy.
Mhm.
Oof.
Yeah, that was a hard scene.
That was hard.
Yeah.
Fucked his face up. Fucked his everything up.
Yeah. You should watch Squid Game, too, if you're looking for a new TV show. It's pretty good.
Dude, you gave me the damn Netflix movie I still have to watch.
Kate. How have you not watched that yet?
Because I'm being on vacation.
Yeah, that's what you do on vacation. You watch movies.
Oh, before we wrap it up, I wanted to say, you know how I'm not like big on drinking, and like when I do drink, I don't give a shit about taste. You know
Okay.
what I mean? I'm just trying to get to the destination, which is getting drunk.
Right.
Well, I was chilling with some of my wife's family, and her cousin Jamie, he actually owns 2 liquor stores where they're from, and it's really crazy because they take their bourbon up there very seriously.
Yeah.
And through my travels up there, he was letting me try certain whiskeys, and I said my buddy Greg that I do my podcast with, he would love this shit.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
like,
Didn't bring me.
I drank it all.
No, I mean bring me with you.
Oh yeah. Next time, dude. Next time, for real. But he gave me 2 pints of the stuff that I know you've had, bro.
Yeah.
what was it? Watford Reserve.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
He gave me 2 of those, and
they're pretty good.
very smooth,
Mhm.
very good. And that's what he said. He's like, we're serious about our bourbon up here. He goes, so you tell people on that podcast of yours that you didn't care about taste, but you came to Kentucky. We gave you some good tasting bourbon.
What was his like favorite?
He had some shit he liked that. He liked Knob County. He gave me a Knob Creek, sorry. He gave me a Knob Creek hat.
Yeah, Knob Creek's pretty good.
And it's got a leather strap and shit. He's got some Four Roses.
Yep.
Real good shit, man. Like, he gave me nothing but like top shelf shit like you drink, man.
Right.
And I was just like, it made me think of you, bro. I was like, Greg would this was wasted on me, bro.
I was telling the wife, like, I'm like, if you're ever like looking for a gift to get me like a whiskey tasting from like someone that knows their shit with whiskey.
Yeah.
And can like give me the history and the backstory and what I should be looking for.
Well, I have his number, and like I said, he has access to any alcohol he wants, especially if it's made up there, like bourbon, shit like that. So the next big holiday, that's probably what I'll have. I'll get him to send you something.
Oh my God, that would be fucking amazing.
That you would love, because like he is that guy that he would know how old it is, where it was made, all that shit. Like, that's what he's into. Yeah. But I told him, I was like, I will definitely bring that up on the podcast because he would appreciate the shit out of that.
100%.
I was gonna wear my Knob Creek hat today, but I forgot it at the house. Dude, I got so much.
I was gonna say, you got a Kentucky basketball shirt,
dude, and this isn't even the coolest one I got. I got one that's like an old school. It's a basketball with legs and arms. It says King of Hoops. He's got a crown on. This dope as shit, dude. I got me a UK hat. I got so much cool stuff on that trip, man. Yeah, this is the best vacation I've had in a while.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but I think I really needed it, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's why I told you we go up to Chicago once a year usually, and just getting away from everything, just being with friends and family, and it's just nice.
Yeah, I don't think I've left Florida since 2016.
Oh, y'all haven't been up there?
I haven't. My wife's, when her mom passed, she went to the funeral, but that was the only time she went.
So you guys going to try to make it like a regular thing? You go up there?
That's what we were saying. Like, we're going to have to try to make it more of a point to go up there because the kids loved it, and I loved it. And see, it's tough for my wife because that's where she's from. Right. And people that are from there, sometimes it's tough because, like, there's not a lot going on. Mm-hmm. You know, so you just think about it, like people you see that didn't leave. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So my wife kind of always thinks, like, she always feels like, what if I had never, ventured out and got to do something different, So, like, I don't know. Sometimes she loves it because, like I said, she loves seeing her family, but sometimes I think it's tough too because it's like, wow, yep, this is how y'all live, because it's just so quiet, it's so little, it's different, bro. Like, it's completely different, bro. It makes, like, where we live seem like New York City.
Like a big city, yeah.
It's ridiculous, like, how small everything is. And
I was thinking about the Beverly Hillbillies, how before they got rich, they're living in this, like, cabin in the middle of the woods.
It's not quite that bad. Like, everybody has houses, but, like, it's just they're old houses. Right. Like, 1920s, 1930s, like, and it's just weird because you'll have a house here and then you go up and it looks like a mountain leading nowhere. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's another house. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing. And that's why they call them hollers, because, like, it's like a house on a hill, a house on a hill, a house on a hill. And it just, like, goes in and out like a little maze, dude. It's ridiculous. I'd have to show it to you to believe it. But, like,
yeah, I kind of had that in Georgia when I lived there for a short bit. Is like I had a few houses around me, but that was it for like 45 minutes. It was just like this small neighborhood of people, and then like nothing around you. Like I had to drive 45 minutes just to get to the closest Walmart. Like, it was super awkward.
Like, you know who Loretta Lynn is?
That sounds familiar.
She's a country music singer.
Oh yeah, then yeah, I know.
Yeah, she sings that. She got big. Her biggest song is the Coal Miner's Daughter. Mm-hmm. And there's a movie with Tommy Lee Jones and stuff. Right. Anyways, she is from the holler next to where my wife grew up.
Really?
So her birth home and her family owns a store, like a country store,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it's I did a whole TikTok in front of it. If I know you don't get on TikTok very often, but
Nah. I just post videos of me lifting weights and then I get off.
you put that on TikTok?
You haven't seen? Yeah, I bit all my weight. How did you know that I was lifting weights then?
I saw it on Instagram.
No, like, you check out my TikTok. I have a bunch of weightlifting stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Mhm.
Dude, every time I make a war with Cinema Wood, I tag you in it, and people are like, is this guy on a movie podcast or like a fitness channel? Because like they click on mine and like I talk about all kinds of crazy shit, like,
Yeah.
you know, like comic books and movies and this and that.
And then I'm over there just
fucking-
slinging weight.
And you're just fucking lifting weights. Watch yeah, but
I have so many different, like, I use TikTok for my weightlifting because I like to watch my progress over time kind of thing.
Right.
That's what I'm using it for. And then over on Instagram, I have graphic design stuff that I put up.
well, you have a couple Instagrams.
Yeah, and then I
You
have the
have-
War with Cinema
yeah.
where I upload all my movie stuff. So I just have too many interests.
Nah, man, you can never have too many interests.
Right. Too many hobbies.
Especially if you love them.
Yeah,
And it's not
exactly.
hurting nobody.
I've kind of like boiled it down to a few things that I like. I love powerlifting. I love movies and I love graphic design. So I'm kind of just sticking in those little areas.
And whiskey.
I do love whiskey, but it's not really a drink. Like Steve-O said, drinking's not a hobby.
I mean, it can be as long as you're not like an alcoholic.
Right.
Like, you know
But we
what
keep
I'm
doing these in the morning. I haven't
Yeah.
been drinking lately because I
Yeah.
usually just drink on the podcast, but it's way too early. I'm not drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning, Nick.
saying? No, and you shouldn't. Because that's how it gets to that point.
Yeah, right.
But
We already started the day like this. Why don't we end it like this?
we're good, you know.
Right.
Keep going. No, I can't drink this early anymore. Like that's like when you some shit you do when you're 22.
Oh yeah, that's when
20.
you wake, like you drink to get rid of the hangover. From the
Exactly. I
previous-
still feel like shit from yesterday.
Yeah.
Might as well keep going.
Oh, I don't miss those days. I miss the partying and hanging out, but I don't miss the next day feelings.
I don't miss none of that shit.
Right.
Not a fucking bit of it. That was the thing. I drank, like, I sipped a lot of whiskey while I was up there, but I didn't get, like, sloppy or nothing.
No,
Like,
that's
it
not.
was just-
Whiskey isn't meant to like get fucking drunk on. It's
Right.
meant to be sipped on, enjoyed, and relaxed. It's an experience. It's not, it's not what it's for.
The one night I did do a lot of shots. It was probably the shittiest I felt, but, like, I ate before I went to bed.
Yeah, but you wake up and you don't have that hangover. Even
Right.
if you do get shitty, you still don't really have that hangover.
Now, the guy I was drinking with, he made me a big old fucking egg sandwich before we
Mhm.
went to bed, and woke up the next day, felt pretty good.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Just need those carbs and glass of water.
I tell you one thing, dude. Going up there in Kentucky, man, their roads. Like I said, you're driving through mountains and shit. So like you'll
What
be,
roads? You mean the rocks?
dude. Like they be taking lefts and go down, and it's like a fucking roller coaster, bro. I could not imagine being drunk trying to drive that shit.
Right.
out. Bro. I could barely do it sober. Like I don't know how the fuck people do that shit. Like. You know how I'd be like, oh, the worst thing I gotta worry about is fucking DUI. No, bitch, the worst thing you gotta worry about is dying. Yeah, like you'll think your bitch takes a left and you'll just keep going straight right off that motherfucker. And it's been somebody's already ran their fucking car off that bitch 4 times. So that rail that's supposed to be there, it's gonzo.
Yeah. It's just a pile of cars where you could be if you're not paying attention.
Dude, I'm serious. It's fucking nuts. Like
Yeah, I always see that in movies where people are driving like on the edge of the cliff and their tire slips. They could be dead. And I'm just like, no, I don't want that life. I like my nice, clean, paved roads on
it's
the
very
ground.
it's very different, but it is also beautiful.
Oh, I
And,
can
like,
imagine.
dude, you know how like they always talk about the leaves changing, bro? You literally saw orange, red, yellow, green. Like it was just fucking nuts.
Yeah,
dude.
the actual fall.
It
We don't
really
get
did,
that.
bro.
Ours goes to green to dead. They go to green to like empty bare trees.
The hottest it got while I was there was the first day. It was 72,
Yeah.
and by the time we got up the next morning, it was 52, and it was just stayed nice and cool and crisp. Rained a lot
hmm
towards the end, but still a great time. I was so sad to come back.
I'm jealous. The only vacation I have is I'm going to Daytona next weekend.
Well, that's cool.
So
I like Daytona.
I'm going by myself.
By yourself?
Well, the wife's not going. It's just I'm gonna meet some friends up there, and we're gonna go to a Metallica concert, like the Daytona 500. They're doing Rockville.
What?
A lot of rock It's a full day. Well, it's actually a 4-day event, but I'm going on one of the days.
That's badass. Hell yeah, dude.
That's my mini little vacation for myself. So.
Damn, man. Tell me how Metallica is.
I know.
Lucky.
I just want to see it. That's
you
one of
saw
my.
Stain this year, and now you're about to see Metallica. Fuck
I'm
you,
trying
bro.
to cross these old men off my bucket list before they die.
Well, that's what I told my wife. I was like, I'm so jealous, Greg. Because we were listening to Stained on the way back.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I'm so jealous, Greg. I gotta go to this fucking concert. Like, of course he didn't invite me to that shit. And she was like, why are you so upset about it? She's like, you can see Stained. I was like, when am I gonna see Stained?
Yeah.
It's not like they tour often. I said they got money. Like,
I didn't know you like Stained like that.
I do. And I even told her, I said, it's not like me and Greg have tons of bands that we both enjoy.
It was Stained and Korn, like the two bands we could probably talk about.
And I like Metallica.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we have a few others, but like we both like Tool and shit.
Yeah.
Like, but Tool doesn't tour like that. Like, I've seen Tool 3 times, and it's like, I can't believe I've seen them that many times.
I've never seen Tool, but I'm not like the biggest Tool fan.
Oh, I love Tool, man.
Yeah, I love Tool, but you know,
I have all their albums.
somebody said Dune is like Star Wars for Tool fans.
That makes so much fucking sense, though. Like, it really does.
Yeah.
You could literally play Tool over Dune, and it would probably link up perfectly, bro. You probably could, bro. Somebody's gonna do that shit. Marshmallow or Diplo's gonna fucking edit that shit up.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna stop talking about Dune.
We will watch Dune.
Yeah.
I'll see what I got going on. Maybe we can go see it today.
All right.
We'll see what's going on. But do we get enough in for an actual episode? I feel bad. Sorry, we didn't talk about the boss a lot, guys.
Yeah.
We talked about as much as I remembered. And
which wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah, but
I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about.
Well, it's not a long movie either. I think it's only said an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, because I was playing through it in my head, and I was like,
it's really
I'm
quick
remembering
movie.
these like big plot points, but spaced out between an hour and a half, and I'm just like, there's really not a lot to this movie. She loses her money.
It's all little bits,
Yeah.
you know, like little.
And the thing is, there's not enough jokes for me to like bring up either.
It's a lot of physical comedy. Like
yeah,
a lot
her
of
falling down. Oh God.
like her throwing shit, hitting shit, and then like a lot of one-liners of her just like being a terrible fucking person, which I find funny. But like Greg said, that like he found it annoying.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hit or miss with hers. Like if you would have watched Spy, she does that a lot. Like because she's supposed to be a timid person, and they're like, well, you got to be mean if you want people to think you're somebody else. So she starts like getting into it, and she starts shitting on people. It's pretty funny, but I'll just have to give you Spy for fun one day.
Maybe I'll watch it and we'll do 2 for 1.
Well, I don't want to overload your McCarthy palate. I don't want to overload your McCarthy palate.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised you didn't give me the puppet one. I forgot about that one.
Oh fuck no! I didn't even see that.
Really?
Like, no, that would look.
I heard
terrible.
It's just foul mouth puppets.
Yeah. Everybody says rated R Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I'm good. Or like you said, rated R Muppets. I'm good.
Yeah. But we'll be doing Bridesmaids, which isn't like her movie.
No,
like
she's not the main character, but she is funny in it. And like I don't know, it's a way to bring you back in a little bit because she's not in it a lot, but she's good at it.
Oh.
The bit she is.
Right. I guess we'll have to see. But next week.
Next week, y'all.
Later.